where Trump has cut things like, oh, I don't know, little liberal woke programs like cancer treatment, and so accidentally cut the program that helps the 9/11 first responders. Trump administration reverses its previous decision and reinstates legal aid for migrant children.
Okay, we're going to jump back into this Rachel Maddow segment from our 2 p.m. upload, as there's plenty more in the list we didn't get to cover. I mean, he's had so many blunders in 90 days. We need 2 segments on it. So leave us a like if you can. It really helps us out, helps the video get out there. And let's see what other total failures that Trump has caused.
Trump administration reverses its previous decision and reinstates legal aid for migrant children. Yeah, turns out babies don't make great lawyers. Doesn't work out great to have literally babies and toddlers appearing in court alone with a judge asking them questions. 2 days later, oops, we accidentally cut the program that helps the 9/11 first responders. Did we mean to do that? I think we did mean to do that, but we certainly can't defend it now that people are asking us to defend it. So that one gets reversed too. Then Trump's top campaign donor, Elon Musk, tries on the federal government the same thing he did to destroy the company Twitter. He sends out the "What did you do last week?" email, insisting that anybody who doesn't immediately respond to that email will instantly be fired from the federal government.
If the intention behind these actions wasn't so gross, it would almost be funny. Trump in his delusional state clearly is just seeing things like aid and migrants, the buzzwords, and is like, we have to cut this, which we know he does this with things, right? Because he had his team keyword search the word gay and delete all government web pages and files, including one of like a historic plane that it was like the Enola Gay. But this happens when we lower the standard of the office to allow a 34 count felon in, right? And we know that he cut the 9/11 survivors program on purpose, right? These clowns are trying to cut any social expense to better afford their rich guy tax cuts because him and Elon having a tax break on their 7th yacht is more important than 9/11 aid. Whether it be aid for children or cancer research or money for these 9/11 people, it's like, well, it's been 20 years. Why not pull yourself up by the bootstraps? Us billionaires need the handouts, not you. And that's literally the worldview these people have.
Where Trump has cut things like, oh, I don't know, little liberal woke programs like cancer treatment and support for veterans with cancer and burial services for veterans. Trump cut burial services for veterans? Really? Yeah, for a hot minute until people freaked out. And so, yeah, he reversed that too. The very next day after taking back the veterans burials that Trump cut, we got this headline: Elon Musk admits DOGE accidentally eliminated prevention measures combating Ebola virus. Oops. Trump administration reverses course after putting veterans crisis line hires on hold. Quote, due to an administrative error, job offers for some veterans crisis line positions that were scheduled to be filled later this month were mistakenly rescinded.
You have to love it because Trump will do these reckless cuts at the VA, and then things like VA quality goes down, wait times are up. He has recklessly slashing FAA workers, flight safety workers, and we see historic levels of fatal plane crashes. And MAGA goes, you know, this is all a coincidence and we can't blame it on Trump and his actions. But then Biden inherits rising prices that began under Trump that happened directly because of COVID affecting our supply chains. And we have to believe that that was all Democrats' fault. Also, they'll be like, well, we can't trust media because they'll lie. There's people who comment on my videos all the time about Rachel Maddow and say, well, she said that COVID 100% ends the vaccine, which it reduces transmission and mortality, but it doesn't 100% obvious. No vaccines work like that. And they'll play a clip where she clearly just misspeaks and then she did correct herself. We can't trust her because of that, though. But then when Elon and Trump cite lie after lie are cited by them, it's, well, we have to give them the benefit of the doubt, and, you know, we have to trust them and they'll get it back, and, you know, give them time.
Struggling with errors, DOGE deletes billions more from list of savings. Quote, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency has deleted hundreds more claims from its mistake-plagued wall of receipts. Late Sunday night, the group erased or altered more than 1,000 contracts it had claimed to cancel, representing more than 40% of all the contracts listed on its site last week. Trump abruptly walks back his directive to fire thousands of federal employees. Quote, in revised guidance issued to the heads of federal agencies, the Office of Personnel Management tries to rewrite history by claiming it never actually ordered agencies to fire those employees. Quote, at 2 p.m. Tuesday, the Trump administration posted a list of 443 properties for sale, an inventory that ranged from an El Paso toll booth to the FDA's research campus in Silver Spring, Maryland. In the next 5 hours, more than 100 properties were removed from the catalog, including the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the headquarters of the Department of Health and Human Services, the headquarters of the Department of Justice, the headquarters of the Department of Labor,
And as of now, all of those properties have been removed. But on DOGE, it's important to note that they were also promising $1 trillion to be cut from the government, with Elon saying that $2 trillion was entirely possible. They have at most $150 billion cut. A chunk of that is probably likely to be revised. We don't know how much of it is lies, just like, they've lied about so many other things. So it's been a drastic failure on that end, where also literally not a single shred of fraud was found, where waste, fraud, and abuse was their, big three. They didn't find any of that, to the point that they even had to try and lie about fraud to make it seem like they were doing something, saying dead people are receiving Social Security, only for Trump's own Social Security administrator to come out and say, well, no, guys, less than 1% of 1% of Social Security payments are fraudulent, and of those, a majority are recovered. 100 days in, and the Trump administration has literally now had more fails than successes in his first 4 years.